If you go to Super Mario Odyssey's category extension leaderboard right now, you'll see a lot of categories that didn't quite make the cut for the main leaderboard. All story moons, minimum captures, and even some joke categories like all signs. But there's one speedrun that sticks out a lot more than the others. A category that, despite starting as a total meme, has a rich and extremely competitive history as a speedrun. That category is nipple percent. The rules of the speedrun are simple. Buy and wear the boxer's outfit as fast as possible to reveal Mario's nipples. The outfit is unlocked pretty early, but it costs 1,000 coins to get, which meant there would have to be some tricky routing to get those extra coins. The first nipple percent speedrun was submitted just a couple months after the game's release, in December of 2017, and within a few weeks, the category blew up, boasting dozens of runs on the leaderboard. But let's take a look at that first run by Patati to see how it all started. The run, like every Mario Odyssey run, started in Cap Kingdom. Patati started by getting these coins behind a Bowser poster. Then, after entering Top Hat Tower, he got the coins from these question blocks and ended up getting basically every coin in the tower. On his way to Topper, Patati went up the right side of the tower. It's a bit slower, but if you get this coin at the start, a bunch more coins will spawn. Notably, Patati didn't slow down to get all of the coins. Then, during the boss fight, he grabbed a couple extra and finally left the kingdom with a total of 96. In Cascade Kingdom, Patati started by progressing normally through the kingdom, getting to the Madame Brood boss fight as quickly as possible and grabbing some coins during the fight. But now that the fight was over, the Dino sub-area was unlocked. In this room, Patati got the last moon he needed, as well as over 120 coins in just 45 seconds by killing the Burbos and breaking all the rocks in the sub-area. After that, he left for Sand Kingdom. Other than grabbing a couple coins in the town, Patati rushed straight to the Quicksand room, where he was able to grab 130 coins. Then, immediately after leaving, he opened this chest and got 50 more. Then, he rushed to the Sphinx. After answering one question, he went inside and picked up 280 coins. There was one more coin stack in the kingdom that should easily get Patati to 1,000 coins. But there's one problem. It's inside the inverted pyramid, which requires a long detour of story progression to open normally. However, Patati had a trick up his sleeve. By going up to the wall of the pyramid, ground pounding, starting a roll, and immediately canceling the roll, Mario is able to clip through the wall without ever having to get the required moons to open it. After getting through, Patati grabbed the coins in the hidden room, as well as some other coin stacks along the way. But after not counting properly, he realized he didn't actually have enough coins. So he re-grabbed these purple coins from the beginning of the kingdom and got to 1,000. Then he bought the boxer shorts and finished the run with a time of 12 minutes and 58 seconds. This run was pretty good, but it definitely had a lot of room for improvement. Suboptimal coin routing and some mess-ups in movement throughout the run lost a lot of time. Just 3 days later, there would be over 14 runs on the leaderboard, and the world record had been lowered by a lot. Gix01 got a time of 11 minutes and 49 seconds. Gix's run was similar to Patati's, but they were constantly grabbing extra coins as they went. On top of this, Gix went through the Dino sub-area twice to get all the coins a second time. Where Patati left Cascade Kingdom with 250 coins, Gix had over 500. This meant Gix didn't even have to go to the inverted pyramid, since after the Sphinx room, he already had 1,000 coins. This run showed that nipple percent had a lot of potential as a category. There were so many different routes for coins that could be done, and it was clear that the record was going to keep going lower and lower. And, well, it did. 1120 by Miles Pro, 1104 by Crescendo, and even 1027 by Stravos 96. By the start of the new year, Stravos had lowered the world record to an insane 9 minutes and 57 seconds. Sub 10 minutes. Here's how he did it. At the start of Cap, Stravos grabs 45 coins behind these wooden crates, something that wasn't done in older runs. Then, in the tower, he grabs some coins at the beginning, but ignores others if they're too slow to get. He purposely slows down while climbing the tower in order to get all the coins there, and finishes the kingdom with 127 coins. He manages to get about 130 more before beating Madame Brood. Then, he makes his way to the Dino room. The route had a big change here. Instead of going through this room twice, Stravos does it 3 times. Not only that, but he implemented a new trick that wasn't known about before. The T-Rex capture actually has 6 hitboxes on it, and if you can get multiple of those hitboxes to hit this rock, the game is tricked into thinking that multiple rocks were hit, and instead of dropping 8 coins like normal, you can get up to 48 coins from hitting this one rock. Stravos managed to get the full 48 all 3 times he went into this sub-area, and he left the kingdom with 721 coins total. In Sand Kingdom, he went straight to the Sphinx room. Since he did the Dino room 3 times, this made the Quicksand room and the chest coins completely obsolete. After getting the final coins, he finally bought the boxers and finished the run. Over the next few months, the nipple percent leaderboard kept growing, but Stravos' 957 was never beaten. It was just too hard for anyone to get a faster time. But on February 21st, 2018, Mario Odyssey updated to version 1.2. This update was controversial in the speedrunning community, since it patched a lot of glitches and tricks that were used in any percent. But this update added something that would change the entirety of nipple percent forever. Starting in March, for the next 8 months, Nintendo tweeted 17 hint arts, which were clues to let you know where to find a Luigi or Toad hint art. If you ground pound in the right spot, you're instantly awarded with 200 coins. This would be massive for nipple percent. If there were any hint arts available by Sand Kingdom, a lot of the coin grinding could be completely cut out. One of the first hint arts posted was actually in Sand Kingdom, in this shadow under the inverted pyramid. Using this, Barbs lowered the record to 9 minutes and 43 seconds. 6 months later, in September, another useful hint art was posted, again in Sand Kingdom, on top of a building in the town. The record was now 9 minutes and 9 seconds by Hey There Cool. And finally, in November, the final hint art for this run was posted, in Cascade Kingdom, right next to these rocks. Now, the Dino room in Cascade was completely out of the route, since you could just get all the coins you need without it. Tippy lowered the record to 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Of course, a lot of improvements were made in between the posts, but these hint arts made this run constantly evolve throughout the year. Now, you probably want to see the route for these runs, and I'll show it soon. But first, I wanted to show you how the leaderboard changed after this. Over the next 6 months, Tippy reigned supreme over the nipple percent leaderboard. With a record of 813, no one could beat her. That was until Salo, someone who didn't even have a run on the leaderboard, busted in with an astonishing 8 minutes and 10 seconds. Sub 8 minutes, potentially the last minute barrier in this run, was close, and it was a mad dash to see who could get it first. Tippy managed to get an 8:10, tying Salo. Then, Salo fired back with an 8:03. With these two and plenty of other runners fighting to get sub 8 minutes, who would it be? Well, it was a name we've already heard. Stravos 96 came out of nowhere and got the first sub 8 minute run. Here's how he did it. The run starts the same, grabbing the coins behind the boxes, but in Top Hat Tower, we immediately see how much the run has changed. Stravos grabs almost no coins at the beginning and just prioritizes going as fast as possible. He then grabs the coins outside, beats Topper, and leaves with only 83 coins. After getting the first moon and watching some cutscenes, rather than going straight to Madame Brood, he goes this way to get the first hint art of the run. Then jumps up the fossil to the boss fight, and finishes out the kingdom with 323 coins. In Sand Kingdom, Stravos immediately grabs the town hint art, then rushes straight to the second one. After this, he goes directly to the Sphinx coins by taking a shortcut over this gap. Then, he warps and buys the boxers, 7 minutes and 59 seconds. After this run, the leaderboard didn't change too much for a while. The record would be lowered by a few seconds at a time, but eventually, a new trick was found. Dino Skip Skip, or DSS, is a trick where you can jump up this wall in Cascade by landing on an insanely small bit of the wall that sticks out. In any percent, it saves about 9 seconds since it lets you skip this cutscene that you normally get on the way to Dino Skip. But in nipple percent, it saves about 15 seconds since you normally go in that direction anyways for the hint art. Thanks to this, the record was quickly lowered to 741 by Psionic. And since then, Despite no new tricks or major changes to the game, runners have gotten better and better, and the record has been lowered to an insane 7 minutes and 26 seconds by Tyrone. Here's what he did. At the start, Tyrone chose not to get the coins behind the box, and instead got these coins behind the poster. He uses a much faster method to get the coins from this question block, then proceeds through the tower grabbing some extra coins along the way. He gets the coins going up the outside and leaves with 91 in total. After getting the first moon in Cascade, Tyrone performs DSS to quickly get the hint art, and instead of going up the fossil, he does a precise jump here to get to the boss fight slightly faster. After beating Madame Brood, he does a clip using this chest moon to finish the kingdom with 319 coins. In Sand Kingdom, he immediately makes his way to the first hint art, then the second, and since he was 1 coin short, he rolls through this bush to get that extra coin. Then, he makes the jump to the Sphinx, answers 1 question, gets the coins, and finishes the run to secure the world record. As of recording this, Tyrone's 7:26 still stands as the world record. It's crazy how a speedrun that's extremely short and started as a total meme has become one of the most competitive and impressive in the game. But could the time go lower? Is sub 7 minutes possible? Well, with as optimized as the run is, and since Nintendo probably won't be updating the game anymore, we most likely won't see too many big changes. But in speedrunning, anything is possible, and I can't wait to see what comes next. Thanks for watching.